Welcome to a special show today. Football is called a beautiful game. For me, the beautiful games allows me to make friends on the pitch. It also made my YouTube channel possible. I am here to meet Ben Sadler, the CEO of this charity Alive and Kicking. We'll also squeeze in some football action with Ben. Let's go inside the shop. This is my favorite looking blue. Hi Ben, thank you for making time to speak with me today.
No problem, thank you for coming.
What does Alive and Kicking do?
So Alive and Kicking are the world's only charitable ball manufacturer, and we make these beautiful footballs. I am slightly biased, but these fantastic footballs. And the amazing thing about these balls is that we're able to have big impact. There's three things that we do. Number one, by making these balls, we create jobs for people who've never had work before. Number two, we're able to sell our balls and use the profits to donate a lot of our footballs to community groups. And number three, we're able to use this football as a tool to deliver vital health education to young people.
Who thought of making this a charity?
It started right back in 2004, so pretty much 15 years ago. And it was a teacher who was teaching out in Kenya, and he was playing one of these amazing footballs. But the unfortunate thing about this, although it is an amazing creation, it didn't last very long. So he wanted to ensure that young people, no matter what background they were from, would be able to play with a really good, durable football.
How do kids like myself help your charity?
Well, they're a big part, because one of our big areas of our work is encouraging people your age to play sport and enjoy the benefits of it. So what we're able to do is donate a lot of our footballs. So we've actually donated about 180,000 footballs since we started. And what we do know is when we donate balls, we know that a minimum of 45 young people will kick one of our donated footballs. So we've reached about 7.5 million kids.
Do you have a sample of balls used in Africa?
Yeah, so this is, like I say, the inspiration, this lovely plastic bag and string ball, which is amazing. What we were able to do was take this idea, build on it, and create one of these, which is made out of local materials. And like I say, it'll last about 8 or 9 times longer than a normal football.
How many balls do you make?
We make about 60 to 70,000 a year. But what's really exciting is in the next 6 or 7 months, we're going to make our 1 millionth ball. So that's a pretty big thing for us.
Who makes the balls and how are they made?
So we have a fantastic team at Alive and Kicking. We have about 125 staff across 3 countries. And we work with local charities to employ people who've struggled to find work in the past. And that might be because of a disability. It might be because they haven't been to school. And we'll help them get into work. And then they make these beautiful footballs by hand. So all this is made by hand. It's hand stitched together. The panels are cut, and each individual panel is screen printed on to make this wonderful design.
Where do you hand them out?
So we take a lot of time actually over donating our footballs because we want to make sure that they're really used well. So we have a big network of schools, of sports organisations, of community organisations, and we'll donate those footballs to them, and then of course they then go out to reach young people.
What are the biggest challenges you face?
Big challenges. You know what, one of the biggest ones is like getting our name out there, which is why it's so fantastic that you're interviewing me today, because we love to tell our story, and sometimes that's really difficult. So we want more and more people to know about Alive and Kicking and know the story of our balls. And I think one of the other challenges we often face is, when people want to donate a football to maybe a project in Kenya, they might decide, I'm going to buy a ball here in the UK and I'm going to send it over. And although that's a lovely thing to do, most footballs aren't really suitable for local conditions. So what I would recommend if someone's thinking about doing that is to buy an Alive and Kicking ball from our Kenyan centre, which is made of local materials, and then they can donate that ball into the community that way.
What projects or plans do you have coming up?
Big plans. So one of them is our mental health education project, which Dallas Dragons FC, which I know you are a big player of, they were key in developing that programme because they helped fundraise so we could develop it, and it was launched this year. So we'll be doing more of that. And also we're looking to grow into new countries. So we're in 3 countries at the moment, and we're looking to open in 2 or 3 in the next few years.
If someone wants to donate or help your organisation, what should they do?
Well, the best thing they can do is join something called AKFC. So it's Alive and Kicking Football Club. It's a new club that we're launching on the 1st of July this year, so 2019. And what happens is people get their own amazing football shirt inspired by our African centres. And by joining it, they'll help do things like give young people your age access to sport. They'll help us deliver our health programmes, and they'll also help us create jobs as well. So we've got Amen, 696. He comes in almost every week and he always tries to beat his score. What do you reckon you can get?
8.
Tazama kule, 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 tumetoka. Tazama kule, 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 tumetoka. Nikiwa na wisite.
Ronaldo jumped, headed it down, and he scored against Wales. Yeah. You're gonna run. You're trying to head it.
Nikiwa na wisite mei. Nakuwa tu kipepeo. Napepea. Juu ya mapenzi unayonipa. Nataka leo nitangaze niseme. Kama si wewe staki mwingine. Na wabaya wabaki waseme. Ni uchawi mamisha niroga. Mapenzi unayonipa. Hakuna mwingine ashawainipa. Kama si wewe staki
We're going to have a challenge with this ball made in Africa to see who can hit the crossbar.
nitakutunza ili unizalie. Kama sa kule, kule, tumetoka. Tazama kule, hakuna mwingine ashawainipa. Kama si wewe staki mwingine. Kama si wewe staki mwingine. Sitakuteza ili unililie. Nitakutunza
Offside with
ili
Eric will be
unizalie.
donating
Kama
£1
samaki sirudi
for
nyuma.
every subscriber we get until we reach our 1,000th subscriber. We are currently on 109, so hopefully this can help this wonderful charity. As you can see, I bought this ball from Alive and Kicking, which is made in Kenya, and it matches my shirt.